Hey you guys, what's up? It's Chi. I'm doing something a little different today. I am changing the channel just a little bit, all right? So don't get upset with me. But I want to start telling more stories that I'm very interested in, as like in Creole, ghost stories or haunted stories or stories about magic, Haitian stories, things about haunted people, places, and things, and just really good stories for you guys. And I plan on doing it right here in bed. So so we're gonna just switch it up a little bit and see how it goes, and just take it from there. All right. So the first story I'm gonna tell you is my own story, and it's very quick, you know. But it's about a time, the only time I've had an Ouija board. And so my mom had this Ouija board at first, and at first she was playing with it with one of my aunts and some of my cousins and some of her friends, and she got rid of it for some reason, but she would never tell me why. After she had gotten rid of it, I went out and bought my own, and I started playing with it with my friends and my cousins and things, without my mom knowing. So, and I was probably around like 14 years old at the time, and so she didn't know that I had it, and we played with it a lot. We would ask it questions, but there was one spirit that was very angry and had gotten angry with us with some question that we had asked. And I'm not sure what that question was. I don't remember that, but I remember this spirit's name being Tony. At least it said it was Tony, but it spelled it with an I. And after we played with it for a while and Tony got upset with us for whatever reason and wouldn't end the session. So again, we're kids, so we didn't know much about, end of the session and the importance of end of the session with an Ouija board. So after that, we just put it up and put it under my bed. And I shared a bed with my two brothers, and it was a bunk bed. I had two younger brothers, and they were both very small, so they could share the bed together. And I slept on the top bunk, and I put the Ouija board under their bed, okay, in our shared room. The night that we pissed this spirit off, I distinctly remember it was around 2 or 2:30 in the morning, closer to 2:30 in the morning, and the room got very cold. And I had a lava lamp at the time. It was a golden lava lamp. The lava was golden, or like a yellowish gold. And I remember the room being lit up, and when it first got cold in the room, I remember opening my eyes and not seeing anything, but I couldn't understand why it had gotten so cold. This is the very first time I had experienced the coldness. I have seen other things before this, but I'll get into that with you later, all right? But this was the very first time that I experienced the coldness that comes along with spirits sometimes. And that spirit, I'm assuming, was gathering energy to do something. So after a while, it was still very cold, but I became very afraid to open my eyes. So like I could feel and sense that something was happening, something was going on. And in about a few minutes into it, I just all of a sudden felt an extremely cold handprint just slap me in the face. I could feel every finger. I could feel the thumb, all of the fingers, and the full palm on my face. And I was too afraid to open my eyes and look, because I knew that that was Tony. So I kept my eyes closed and I pretended to be asleep for the rest of the night. As soon as I got up in the morning, my mom left for work while my brothers were still asleep. I ran out and I threw that Ouija board away. And still to this day, I still don't know exactly why my mom got rid of hers or how she had gotten rid of it. And I don't know if Tony had spoken to my mom as well. She doesn't even know about this. So, because again, I threw the board away after she had left, and she never knew that I had it, or maybe she did. My mom is very strong in her ability. Both of my parents are Creole. My mother is Creole, but my mother is very psychically inclined, so she may have already known. And I've actually inherited a lot from her in that way. It's in our blood. But again, I will fill you guys in very soon. All right. And this is why I have never gotten an Ouija board, and I don't recommend anyone getting an Ouija board if you don't know what you're doing. I'll see you guys in the very next video. I hope that you enjoyed this short story. There is more to come. Love you guys. See you soon.